Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 2 of Worldshaping, a Minecraft guide. We are going to be working on expanding our base here at farm and getting a little bit more food production going. We're also going to be looking for a cave where we might be able to find some iron to sort of build some new tools. And I think that's actually going to be our first priority, and we'll come back to working on the farm a little later for two reasons. Number one, we don't have any food yet. We haven't grown any wheat yet, and until that grows, we can't really herd any cattle or sheep, and so we'll be relying on that wheat growing before we can sort of use it. We have a little bit of food, I think enough to go into the caves. Let's go ahead and make some torches. Oh, we have 21 torches, that should be enough. And I think I might, is that a cave that I see right over there in front of us? It is. Look at this. This is an excellent start. Okay, so we've got sort of two caves here. Let's go over here. Let's go ahead and dig into this side here. And then get out our torches. Now our primary objective here is going to be to get iron, because that'll let us do things like expand our farm. Okay, so well, this cave is a little bit of a fizzle. I'll say that. There's not much here. We'll go ahead and take this coal, then we may check out the other side of this cave. And if we aren't able to find luck in the caves themselves, then we will we might do a quick run around our little plateau looking for more caves, just because when you find a good cave, the amount of resources you can get from it is just astronomical. It's amazing, and it's definitely one of the most fun experiences in Minecraft. However, if we have a hard time finding... Oh, we have a zombie. Alright, well this caving expedition has already started off with a note of excitement. So if we have a hard time finding a good cave, and this one looks like it might have some more coal in it, might be a little bit deeper than the other one. Oh, and we have some iron here already. Excellent, excellent. Let's go just a little deeper down, make sure that we don't have anything sneaking up on us. Let's come back up here and grab this iron. Now, we have sort of three goals for how much iron we want to get, three tiers for what we would consider a good iron mining expedition. The first tier is around 10 iron. That'll let us create some basic tools. And the next one is going to be around 20 iron. That'll let us get some basic armor set up. And then around 40 sort of give us everything one of everything we need to get started, and enough iron that we should be able to find some diamonds as well. So this cave is definitely much larger and a much better find, and so we hopefully will have luck finding more iron here. Looks like we have two paths here, and lots of zombies coming out of this path, so let's go ahead and go that way. I think I see a creeper up the hill there, and so we'll go ahead and just kind of ignore him, and let's go ahead and just place a real quick torch over here. Try and light this place up so that no zombies or anything will spawn very close to us, and that they shouldn't have a very easy time getting a drop on us. Another zombie here. Take care of him. Right. We'll slowly make our way down. It looks like we have a cave downward here as well as a path upward. Let's go ahead and just mark both of those, and let's head upward first. Let's see what we have here. Some more coal up here, a little bit more iron. All right, but nothing else. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take this iron. Looks like this cave is going to be very good to us, give us lots and lots of iron. We've already hit sort of that minimum threshold where we'll be able to build our very first basic tools. We'll be able to build a bucket and some shears and an iron pick and a shield. And once we have that, then we can go ahead and expand into looking at armor and other iron tools. And I think we're already off to a great start. Let's go ahead and mine out the rest of this coal, and then we will head into a part of this cave. Now, early on, while mining, it's important to gather up any resources that you can that might be useful. Storage is very easy, especially if you have a plentiful supply of wood. If you start out with a single tree, then you can build a forest out of that. You can get some saplings and grow as much wood as you need, and the more wood you have, the easier it is to do things like build new structures, build new chests for storing things in, things of that nature. Looks like we have another zombie down there. Up here, okay, so it looks like there is a path down, so we should be able to take care of this zombie, and we'll want to light up this area just to make sure that we don't have any sort of surprise zombie spawns around us. Go ahead and light this up. We have another little pathway or channel here. Let's go ahead and just light up the entrance to that. We want to make it so that nothing is going to spawn close enough that it it sort of spots us straight away. That if anything spawns, that we can sort of be far enough away from it that we don't really need to worry about it. Okay, so that caused the collapse. Let's go ahead and make some more torches here. And relight this. Okay, so that was just a bit of a gravel collapse there. Go ahead and light down this path just a little ways. And then light down this other path that we found behind the gravel collapse just a little ways. Some more iron here. Okay, so this is actually a dead end. Alright. Excellent, excellent. So we can mine out some more of this iron. Gather that up. That'll be good. Looking around for any more resources. We're actually making it quite far down. We're down 30 blocks already from where we started, which is excellent. We're getting into the sort of depths of the world where we'll start to see some more rarer materials and more rare resources. And look at that, we have found, oh my goodness, we have found a zombie spawner. That's wonderful. That's crazy. I had no idea this was here, but that is excellent. Unfortunately, lacking any sort of armor, I'm not sure that I really want to get down there right now. We'll go ahead and see if we can't light it up a little bit and maybe stop new zombies from spawning. Looks like there's a creeper there. We can't quite reach them. I don't want to go down there. I'm pretty sure if I tried going down there right now, I would die. But this is quite a find. So we'll go ahead and light this up just so that we're sure that it's there. Do we have any blocks? Yeah, we'll go ahead and also use some of our oak wood planks to sort of mark this as dangerous. And I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to craft a sign so that we can remember. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our oak wood planks, make a crafting table, make some sticks because we'll need those, and then make a dark oak sign. So we'll take this dark oak sign and we'll say zombie spawner below. That's quite hard to read on the dark oak, but it should work fine. Alright, and we'll just sort of leave that structure there, because that tells us what's going on here, and that this is a place of importance for us to come back to later. Got a little bit more iron right here. We'll go ahead and mine this out, and then carry on with our caving expedition into other areas. I'm quite sure that night has fallen outside, which means that the outside is going to be a dangerous place, and so we may want to stay down in the caves until day comes. Day returns to the land, and the monsters that are outside are all consumed up. So it looks like we have two paths again. Plenty of iron down here. Go ahead and just do a start there, and just a little start here. Again, the goal here isn't necessarily to fully explore these paths straight away, just to make sure that nothing is going to spawn close enough that if they spot us, they will charge us right away. We want to make sure we're far enough away from whatever could be coming our way in order that they can't get to us. Looks like this is another dead end here. Alright, let's go ahead and check this out. We've got a little bit more coal here. We probably are doing pretty good on coal. We probably don't need to mine out this entire vein. As you can see, coal veins can be quite large and quite plentiful. We've got half a stack of coal, 32 coal, and that should last us for quite a while, so I think we're okay there. Let's go ahead and grab some of this iron. Looks like it's just a single piece there. And, oh, this goes down quite a lot further. There's actually two more branches down that path. So let's go ahead and take one of those. Let's go ahead and go downward. Never hurts to go downward. Who knows what we'll find? Oh, and we've got... Looks like this might actually take us down all the way to the lava level at level 10. Which is excellent news. Means we have a chance of even finding some more rare or valuable stuff. Not that we're prepared for that right now, but would be cool. We're up to 27 iron ore. We've got a little bit more right over here. Let's see if we can get that. One of the cardinal rules of Minecraft is that you never dig straight down. So you want to stand on a block that you're mining out. Go ahead and pick up this iron. So that's 4 more iron. Let's see a little bit of redstone there. We can't actually mine redstone with the stone pickaxe. We need at least an iron pickaxe to get most of the other materials that are down here. Which is one of the reasons that it's very exciting that we have a path down here and we're getting so much iron. We'll be able to come back down and get this. I'm not seeing any more iron just yet. The ceiling is an important place to look for iron when you're down this low, and you've got to be very careful not to fall into lava. Oh, and we look at that. We have our first diamonds. Just a single piece. Oh, 3 pieces at least over on the other side of lava. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot of that, and we'll use that a little later. But let's go ahead and dig out this iron. Second rule of Minecraft is never dig directly above you, so we just dug that out and jumped in before it fell into the lava. I think we'll head back. We'll have to come back here once we are a little better equipped and are able to take advantage of some of these other materials that are spawning here. Climbing this waterfall is always going to be a little tricky. Waterfalls are always a little slow to make our way up, but that's alright. Alright, let's head back on up. Game. So we're keeping our torches on the right. That'll always guide us home. Looks like we have another place here. We actually want, as we explore, we place our torches on the left. If we keep our torches on the left, then we can follow them on the right, and that will always take us the right way home. I learned that from a YouTuber named Pixel Riffs, who is an excellent YouTuber, and I recommend you check out his channel if you like Minecraft. Let's go ahead and gather up some more of this iron. And we are doing good. See some more down here. And then I think with this we may call it a day. So this iron is actually going to be a little trickier to get because it seems to be flowing down into what is more or less lava. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make our way back up here. We're going to block this water source off. We're going to go ahead and close it, building a brick there. That should cause the water to slowly sort of fall off. Should make it much easier to gather this iron because we aren't being pushed by the current, and the iron itself, when it falls, won't be pushed by the current. Now later on we'll build some pretty cool contraptions where we can actually make use of that water flowing in order to sort of move materials around into places where we want them, but for now it's more of a nuisance than anything else. So we're up to 41 iron ore. I think that's an excellent amount. Let's make our way back. As we go back, we'll keep our torches on the right, and that'll always guide us home. And we'll keep an eye out for any iron we may have missed, as well as for any monsters that might mean us harm. We've got quite a nice haul here. We've found a little bit more iron here. And whenever you get lots of materials like this, you're always tempted to go further. You're always tempted to keep on digging and keep looking for more, and that's a very bold move. The problem is that you end up taking lots and lots of risks, and often unnecessary risks. And so here I said we were going back home, and I find myself exploring a new branch of this cave. So this is an excellent cave, and we'll probably come back and explore it more fully next time, especially since we found that zombie spawner. But we'll go ahead and add this little bit of iron here. Got another piece there, another piece below that, so we'll find out some basic stairs. That piece, come down here, grab these. All right, and our stone pick has broken. We do not have any more. I think we have a crafting table just over here nearby, but I think we're actually just going to head back to the surface at this point. So we'll equip our sword. That will protect us better than anything else. And I think this is where we went up, so we'll come this way and go on up, keeping our torches on the right. And that will always guide us back to the way we came in. So there's another branch of the mine we didn't explore. I think may still be a creeper or a zombie up there, but we'll leave them be, and we'll head back to the surface. So we'll make our way back this way and head back to the surface. And if we're lucky, it looks like it is still nighttime and it's raining. If we're lucky, we may have gotten a little bit more growth out of our wheat. Oh, and we've got... Oh! We're being overwhelmed by monsters. This may not end well. Ah, darn it. And they got us. Alright, well, what we can do here is, if it is still night, we can go ahead and go to sleep. And this is what I'm talking about. We were risky. We took more risks than we needed, and we ended up dying. And so now we can come back out here. All of these monsters should be burning up in the sunlight. And hopefully that means that we'll be able to very soon make it back to our stuff. Now, when you die or when you leave anything in the world, it'll persist for 5 minutes. And 5 minutes isn't very long. Now, since we died in a cave very, very near our home, very near our spawn, hopefully we can make it back down here and get our stuff back. And now we just want to get out of here before we die to these skeletons again. So we'll sort of escape there. Leave the skeletons to fight each other. Go ahead and eat some mutton. Now we do want to sort of regain the rest of our stuff. I'm not sure we picked everything up, So let's go ahead and drop back in here and see those skeletons have dropped a few things for us, so that's very nice of them. And so we can sort of defeat them, reclaim the levels that we dropped, and make sure that we have everything that we sort of came out of the caves with looking for. Oh, I think we have everything back. We didn't actually. It looks like we may have picked up all of our stuff on that sort of original initial push. It's okay. Come back. We'll go ahead. We've taken some damage, so we'll go ahead and eat the rest of our mutton. Because over near our base, which is in this direction, we saw a couple more skeletons. Skeletons are going to keep taking shots at us. We want to make sure we have full health and are ready to take them on. I saw them fall into the water here, or jump into the water here. So if we come in here, it looks like they may have burnt up or at least despawned, which is good for us for now. Now, one of the things the skeletons that we were fighting down in the cave did for us is it dropped some bones. And we can use those bones to make bone meal by placing it in our crafting interface. And bone meal is used as a fertilizer. So if we come over here to our wheat farm, we can go ahead and feed this bone meal to these plants, and that will let us gather some wheat. Now we can take that wheat. So when you harvest wheat, it will give you seeds, and it will give you bundles of wheat. We can replant those seeds to expand our farm, and we can use those bundles of wheat to capture some animals. So it looks like we have a few cows up there. We'll go ahead and capture those. Oh, it looks like there's another cave right underneath our base here. So this is actually a little dangerous. I think I'm going to go ahead and fill this in just a little bit because we don't want to accidentally fall into that. We'll use some cobblestone where we can, just to reinforce it against creeper explosions, because that's one of the dangers of creeper explosions, is that when they destroy the landscape, if you find yourself over a tunnel, then you'll also take fall damage, and paired with the sort of inherent damage of the creepers, you can find yourself in a very bad way. Go ahead and get this iron ore smelting. So we'll go ahead and put, looks like, we'll go ahead and put 8 coal in there. It should be enough to smelt all of the iron ore. And then we'll go ahead and construct a fence, a pen for our new animal friends. So we're going to make this pen out of sort of dark oak wood. So we'll go ahead and make some sticks. Come on over here, make some dark oak fences. So this will give us 24 dark oak fences, and I think we may want just a little bit more wood. So we'll run on over, chop that. I think I like to make my my pens out of around 35 fences plus a fence gate, a 6x6 pen, which will give us plenty of room for expanding as we get more and more animals. We want these fences to look nice, so we'll stick with the dark oak theme here and gather some more of that wood. I think 10 or so should do it. Let's gather this tree. To about 10 wood. 16 will do it. That's excellent. All right, let's head back to our house. Turn that wood fence. Now, once we've captured these animals, we'll actually be able to breed them as well. And that's one of the main uses for wheat, is to breed animals together. You can use wheat to breed cows and sheep. So we'll go ahead. We already have 24 fences, so we'll go ahead and make a few more sticks, and then we will craft 3, 6, 12 more fences. So that'll give us 36 fences plus a gate. 36 fences plus a gate. And we'll go ahead and do this just a little removed from our house, because I actually find the sound of all of the animals a little annoying after a little bit. They are very loud, and they definitely like to tell you all about life in the pen. And sometimes you just want to sleep. So we'll go ahead and build this. So this one was 8 on one side. That means we have sort of 6 in the middle there. Do 8, 4, 6 there. And that should just about work. Now, there are a couple of ways you can do this. I've experimented with this. I think we actually wanted to do this a little bit further on one side, so we'll go ahead and chop these back up and expand this pen just a little bit more. Looks like we have some sheep nearby. And there are a couple of ways you can do this. I'm actually going to show you guys an advanced technique that I use for when I make these pens. And we're going to go ahead and fill this in all the way. Expand this out just a little more. There we go. Come across here. Looks like we do need a block there. So that's a nice size pen. Rather than using our gate like I originally planned, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a couple of blocks just on the outside of it, and a couple of blocks just inside. And this will allow you to, from the outside, just jump up and sort of walk over your fence. And that's also how we'll bring animals into the pen. From the inside, we can jump on this block and then jump over the fence to the outside. Fences are actually more than a block high, and you can't just sort of jump over them naturally. But by placing that block one space in, you're able to jump out of the pen, but animals cannot. And so that makes it much easier to sort of gather animals into the pen, because they're perfectly content to just sort of walk over these blocks, and you can make them multiple spaces wide. Whereas if you put just down a single gate tile, for example, then they'll be a pain about it. And it also makes it easier to jump out of the pen. And you can see I put the wheat in my hand, and that has caused the sheep and these cows to sort of fixate on me. And while they're fixated on me, they'll follow me wherever I go, as long as I don't get too far from them. So here we want to gather up all of these cows. We'll slowly start working our way back down to the pen, and we will place them in the pen with the sheep. Now, I most often like to separate out my cows and my sheep and my chickens and my pigs and any other animals that I'm sort of farming. But early on, where materials and space are a little more limited, we want to sort of take advantage of what we have here. So same deal here. We'll just walk this way, and the cows will follow us gladly into the pen. Now, to breed the animals, you need at least 2 wheat, and you can simply right-click on each animal to give them hearts, and then if you do that with 2 of the same type of animal, they will breed. You'll get the advancement for the parrots and the bats, and a baby animal will be born. So we have a brand new baby cow in our pen here, and that is wonderful. We're going to need lots and lots of cows. They're going to provide leather for us and meat, and the sheep will provide lots of wool for us. Now, I think our iron should be just about done. It is smelting, but I think this is where we're actually going to leave this episode. So we've gathered up some animals. We have an animal farm starting. Our wheat field is growing nicely, and we'll expand that in our next episode, and sort of deck out in some new iron armor and iron equipment, and we may head down back into that cave and get those diamonds. That'll do it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've had a great time. My name is Dekoba, and I hope to see you again soon.